Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Saturday afternoon with a still bit of a bite in the sun and the heat in the air. Before we get this Women's Premier League match underway, thank you to McDonald's for their great support of women and girls football right across the team, not only Darwin. Catherine, Alice, Ring, all the zones have been a great supporter. As a Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, personal and business dispute resolution. The number is 1-800-978-360. Ward Keller, thank you for their great support of the women's game as well. We'll get this game underway shortly. The second game of round 14 of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. And this one will feature the home team, Hellenic, and their ladies will be taking on Mindil Aces Football Club. On a show day, long weekend. This has also been live streamed on TV and SBS digital channels, the World Game. Known as SBS Sport. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get this underway. Would you please welcome onto the Darwin Park main pitch here at Darwin Football Stadium, the Women's Premier League second game of round 14, Hellenic Athletic and Mindil Aces. We wish all the players a injury-free 90 minutes plus. To David, his team, all the best. To Matt Hadji and his team, all the best. Sit back, enjoy this first half. Women's Premier League.
Well, conditions terrific here for this women's match. Should be a terrific game. Stay with us. I hope you can. 1 versus 3. Hellenic up against the Mindil Aces. Temperature, well, today got up in the 30s, so it's pretty hot most of the day, but it's got down probably into the 20s. Now, it might get a little cooler tonight, Dash, but perfect night for a footy game.
Yeah, it is, Charlie, and looking forward to it as well. There's a slight breeze, not really favouring anywhere at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on that. But, yeah, the sun is pretty bright out there at the moment. The girls are used to probably playing a little bit later than this, so, of course, when it's lovely dry season conditions here in Darwin at the moment, but at least there's one thing that I must say, that there's no bushfires around, because last week we were choking in the smoke, so the poor girls had to play through it.
Oh, they're disgraceful, aren't they? Those big bushfires, you see them out in the distance. So Hellenic with first use of the ball in the traditional blue and white. They get it over halfway, and they've got some good players they're going to be looking for today. That was Joanna McCrillis. A lot of McCrillis is playing here. Yeah,
we tried to work out last week how they were actually all related. I'll have to leave that for Mina next time, because she went and found out the gossip for us. Yeah. Even she was confused, and she knows the family, so I'd have no hope.
So here's McCrillis again. This is Joanna McCrillis to bring it back in for Hellenic.
She played in the NAIDOC game on Wednesday as well for the Desert Roses, played a ripper of a game, Joanna McCrillis.
Do you want to talk about that game when we get a chance? Ball bounces in front of Courtney and that's the captain there, Tegan McWilliam. They'll look for plenty today for her, for the Mindil Aces. Up the halfway. And they probe forward, little push forward there by Bates. 9 goals this year. She's been a good player.
Yeah, she has been just dangerous as well, so looking forward to seeing what they can bring in. Of course, Hellenic have the 3 of the top 5 goal scorers in the competition, so, and Cassie McWilliam for the Mindil, a lethal lefty we call her. So she's in number 13. Sometimes she starts back, Charlie, and sometimes she goes forward, but just keep an eye on number 13 in the yellow and black strip because she is the lethal lefty. So we've nicknamed her.
9 goals to her name this year, as we've said. Comes over the top. Ball goes up high, bounces. Pushed forward there by Bernard. And here's Mindil on their charge. Here's Mindil defending back there because Hellenic on their charge forward. Yeah,
that was McWilliam. So she's gone back. Her sister, of course, is the captain out there at number 7.
Yeah, we saw them lead out, didn't they? Ellie McCrillis and Tegan McWilliam led their teams. Now, it's always nice to see in the football matches, when they walk out onto the field together.
Yeah, it is. And then line up and sort of
wish each other all the best.
Yeah, you usually do that when it's a grand final or some sort of, Australia Day match or NAIDOC game or something like that.
There's Bates again. So pressing early here is Hellenic. Hasn't been that other end of the ground for some time, or much of the time really. Push out wide. It was a pretty good ball, but intercepted. Now she's got clear. That's Bernard. Push down, goalkeeper to get back there. And we'll clear.
Yeah, that's Hijdich playing in goals. Georgina Hijdich for Hellenic. First time I've seen her playing goals for them, Charlie.
Here's a good ball forward. So defence got back there and cleared it away. Yeah, Hijdich is a good goalkeeper to have back there, and she's reliable.
Julia Martin, on the other hand, for the Aces, she's been pretty much their main goalkeeper. We've found with some of the other teams, they've gone through a rotation of goalkeepers, and as a goalkeeper position, you really want to find your rhythm and probably maintain a few games there. It's probably the hardest position. It was always one that I never wanted to play, Charlie.
Do they name like 2 goalkeepers normally, and then you can change?
Sometimes they do, or sometimes someone's going to just come in. If the goalkeeper does get hurt, someone from on the pitch needs to come in and just step into it.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be you. That look, no. You'd be walking the other way.
Yeah, no, they could never get me in there. So this is a good start. Just a is what's required, because if you mess up, Charlie, they're on the attack straight away.
So Hellenic here with it now. They can push. McCrillis, that's Joanna. Goes back. Coombe. She'll go back to the goalkeeper. No, she won't.
She's tiny, Charlie, but she's a pocket rocket. I tell you what, she's got some speed on her when she gets going as well.
McCrillis, a tackle confronted by Bernard, the 2 number 3s.
We just had one of you would have heard that through the microphones there. We just had one of the lowest flyovers I think I've ever seen here, where we here at Larrakia Park, the plane just was very low then.
Oh, okay. We thought it might be the television on having a look down. Okay. Pushed out over the line again. So I noticed that there Maria Bilius playing, wearing number 77. The numbers go pretty high.
Yeah, I haven't called a number that high as yet, but I reckon they've lost a few balls already. The game beforehand, I think they lost 2 balls. Now they've just lost another one too. So
saw John Tamboris down there the other night. He's been a top football player from the territory, represented all over the place.
Yeah, all over the world, Charlie. And Mina and I, last Wednesday night, of course, for the NAIDOC game, we did a bit of a chat about him as well, and just to see him come back to his home place in Darwin to bring up his family. I mean, he could have settled anywhere in the world, some of the places that he's lived, and he's chose to come back here and dedicate his time and his energy into football back here. And I see him at the little leagues, you see him at the women's matches, you see him at the men's matches. He's absolutely everywhere, which is full credit to him.
Loves the game, doesn't he? And he's a great ambassador for it. Ball stuck on that other side of the ground. They're not getting it clear. That's Ellie McCrillis working hard over there for Hellenic.
Just really feeling each other out here at the moment. Probably trying to get their structures, matchups right as well. It's really important. They've got a lot of speed up forward.
That's another ball. Do you know where it went? Right over next to the other ball. They're sitting on the bottom of the fence.
No one's jumping the fence to get it. There's no crowd over there, so they need to pay one of the kids in the grandstand, give them a can of Coke and tell them to go get those balls for them. So.
It's been stuck over on this side of the ground where they are now for some time. Let's see if they can get it away from there. Of course, Hellenic doing all the attacking here. Outnumbered this time, though, but did knock it to ground. That's a good ball. So we can run onto this. Here's Joanna McCrillis. Gets onto her right boot.
Yeah, she needs to cross it.
She crosses it. It's a pretty good cross, but they got in the way there. Middle aces knocked it clear. It's not clear completely yet, but now it is. That's a big kick forward there by McWilliam. Right up the other end of the ground. Number 77 gets there, Maria Bilius. And back to the goalkeeper.
Another famous name in football up here, Charlie, Bilius.
Indeed. So over halfway again.
Oh, dangerous there. Need to watch out for young Sophia McCrillos, number 10. Fancy feet she has, Charlie.
It's just a little bit of an arm wrestle at the moment, isn't it? They're seesawing quite a bit with possession, but not so much field position. But
they're on here, but
that's a great pass. Good pass. Straight down into the pathway of Ellie McCrillis. And now it's off to Beck Tom. No, goalkeeper gets in the way. Didn't really get a purchase on that kick.
So Martin kicks that one. So the throw-in's going to go the way here of the Aces.
So, how busy is Joanna McCrillis?
Oh, she's everywhere. You can hear the wind. There's a lot of wind coming through, and as we speak, Charlie, the security guard's gone over and fetched those two balls over the other side, so he's getting his money worth.
I always wondered what security guards did in their spare time. They can be the ball fetcher at a football match.
Oh, good pass there. Oh, here goes. She's dangerous, Charlie. She is their X factor.
Sophie
McCrillis.
Well
done.
Gee, the goalkeeper was good then. Julia Martin came out, met it, cut it off, and it got cleared away.
Just that pace in open space. Young McCrillis, love watching her play.
It's another good ball.
She's not the captain this week. Last week she was their captain. I think they must rotate the captains. Oh.
Cross. Goalkeeper equal to the task yet again. She's doing well.
Yeah, Halkitas there. Played many AFL footy games against her. A lot of these girls play AFL as well in the off-season. Cool.
There's Mallard. Didn't see much of her. This is Coombe. Mary Coombe. This is in the way again to McWilliam.
Bit of a push and shove there from the players. So McWilliam got pushed in the back there by Ellie McCrillos.
So as a consequence of all of that, it's going to be a ball for the Aces. Middle Aces.
So Ellie McCrillos is the captain out there for Hellenic.
They go 1-2. Back here to Juan, up over halfway. Defence gets across for Hellenic. Working back well in defence. And Bilius going to the safety of the goalkeeper, who gives it straight back to her. Comes back in field with it. Good kick up towards halfway from Coombe. Pushed out wide there, this time by Ellie McCrillis. Across halfway. Now with Courtney for Middle Aces. Links up with Bernard.
Starting to
And
show.
Bernard's got a good ball here.
They're starting to show a bit more intensity as the game's gone on, Charlie. We're just under the 11-minute mark, and they sort of started off with a little bit of an arm wrestle, but
Just the game's starting to open up a little bit now.
You can see just a little bit more intensity on the replay there, just a little bit more push and shove and getting the bodies in the way. And I think they've got the feel of each other now, Charlie, and they're ready to let all guns blaze now.
Killis, and no one down there. Goes to the long kick. Goalkeeper comes out. Did well to get it away from those Mindil players, those Hellenic players who were moving down in her direction. Up to halfway. That's a good run through the middle. Here we go. They've got runners everywhere here. That's Rochelle Juan gets it inside. It rolls away and out over the goal line. So it'll be a goal kick.
No, it's going to be a corner. So the first corner of the game's going the way of the Aces. So it'll be interesting to see who takes this. And keep an eye on number 13, the tall player. There's Tom.
So Courtney's gone down to take it.
Yep, in the back of the box is McWilliam. It's a big kick too. Tegan McWilliam gets there. Good battle there, Charlie, isn't it? That's just that intensity and that feeling's really got into the game. It's as we expected. It's another corner. This time McWilliam might take it.
So I was watching a little bit of football the other night on television, and when they took the corner, they'd occasionally bring a second player up to receive it, and so have a two-on-one then. But the corner kick sometimes it's just going to be like this. This is a great kick. Look at that. Fantastic kick. Rolls away though, out towards that far side. Michelle Juan gets across there, but goes out of the field of play.
Yeah, she's got the throw, so quick throw. Try and catch Hellenic off guard here.
Well, and gave the opposition a chance to have a bit of a look at that. Now they're on a break. Hellenic, they get across halfway. Some good pace, good control of the ball. That's a fantastic big run. That time, that was Ellie McCrillos, wasn't it? It was fantastic.
Yeah, the captain.
She went in the big horseshoe. Here she goes again, using the left foot to push it across, feeding it down.
Beautiful
Here's
ball.
a chance
This
here.
is beautiful. Oh, she's offside. So the linesman's called it there. Flags up. Mustn't have been much in that. So Tom down that far side must have just been in front of her opponent. So straight. Ketis. Oh, good control, but didn't keep it in. So another. Tone, I really like the way this game's started. It's just building, building, and building. Watch out from McCrillos.
That's a good pass out here to Keena Bernard. The boot this time of Matilda Carter. Set it up well for McWilliam. Confronted by Bilius.
Oh,
gets the
beautiful
pass. Terrific pass. Set it up nicely. Just didn't have the player there to knock it in.
That's that lethal left foot, Charlie.
Yeah.
Any space and any space you give her in front, and she just nails it 9 times out of 10.
Wow, bit of magic. Safety of the sideline, pushed away by Rochelle Juan. So no score. We tick past 15 and 15 and a half minutes on a glorious night for football in Darwin.
Yeah, it is. The sun's sort of going down now at the back of the stadium, Charlie. So the players will probably just take up an extra notch. You always do when the sun goes down.
She was so isolated then, Jade Bates. Not another Mindil Aces player went with her, and she had 4 Hellenic players around her.
Yeah, they're lacking the speed up forward. That's where having Casey McWilliam playing back, it takes that speed away from the forward. So, I mean, they've got her back to try and defend at the speedsters that Hellenic have up in the striker's position. Yeah. But then it takes away from your striking position. So, yeah, it's a bit of an arm wrestle, but they'll probably move Casey McWilliam up soon. So she started in the back, now she's in midfield. So once they get a feeling of the game, she'll probably move forward.
Because they're getting some quality ball down there. In fact, they've probably had the best of the chances, really, haven't they?
Yeah, and their other goal scorer is Joanne here, number 4, so she's playing back as well. She's going to attack the ball now against
taken off her, though. Well done by Georgie.
Beautiful through ball.
So Sophia McCrillis got a little push on that. Should have got a much more purchase on it.
Yeah, the last couple of games she's probably been a little bit quiet for her standards. The way she started this season, Charlie, she rocketed, up on the leading goal scorers. I think she was up there for a number of weeks by about 5 or 6 goals, and then Rihanna might come through her teammate, and I think in one game she kicked 6 or 5 herself and has now skyrocketed.
Well, we haven't seen Maya much from her.
She's not out. She's not out there, so she's obviously started as a substitute. They didn't have her marked down as a substitute, so
someone who scored 17 goals starts as a substitute.
Yeah, let's just see. Because I've just double checked the team sheet, and she definitely hasn't started as a substitute, but she's definitely not out there either. So,
right. Well, it might be a clever tactic. We'll see.
Yeah, she's definitely a gun.
This is Maria Bilius again, defending and doing a good job back there. She's had plenty of the ball. Now a turnover. Not managing to really put together passes of possession.
No, a lot
3 or 4 times can make it work.
A lot of turnovers at the moment, Charlie, for both teams. They're not really hitting their targets. A lot of these girls played on Wednesday.
Here's a good run back, Tom. She's going to get onto that right boot and kick it across. There's a chance. Just outside the box. Was Sophia McCrillis.
Julia Martin, she's done really, really well all season. Charlie, as the goalie, she'll attack the ball when needed. She really communicates to her players as well. So, and a good kick on her, as you can see.
Up over halfway. Now see those. We've got 4 defenders going back there for Hellenic, and only 2 Mindil Aces players running back towards them.
Yeah, just struggling there, Charlie. Just a bit of a nothing kick. Need to keep control of it. Try and keep possession of the ball. Oh, good cross. But again, Martin gets her fingertips on it just.
Can they keep it in play? I think they will. Yes, they did. Ellie McCrillis looked at Martin for a second, then gave it to her. Gemma Martin, 9 goals this year. There's Kalakis out there, isn't it? Number 23, Daphne Kalakis.
Yeah, Kalakis out there, yep. So here I just think Hellenic are just controlling the ball just a little bit better at the moment.
There's no doubt Hellenic want to push it out this side and work through Joanna McCrillis, don't they? But here's a chance for Aces.
The linesman hasn't called it, so she's onside, and I reckon that's going to be another corner.
Had a hand up in the air, Jade Bates, to indicate to the ref that it's their corner.
They're not getting the ball down into their forward area, into the box too often, Charlie, but they've had 3 corners now, Mindil, so they need to make, just watching on replay here, you can see that it come off young Coombe there, so the corner, so they've had this is their 3rd corner. They need to make the most of these opportunities. The ball, 80% of the ball's been down in the forward half of Hellenic, so they really, really need to make the most of these opportunities.
Let's see what they can do with this corner.
And 3 different people have taken the corners as well, so they need to judge each other and work out where this ball's going to go. That's a good kick. Beautiful kick.
Foot.
Oh, and it goes in the back. It's found the back of the net, Charlie. They made the most of that opportunity we were talking about. Can't wait to see the replay of that one.
Was that Carter? Matilda Carter, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look at the replay, but they did. They got it in there, and it's a great goal.
No, you're right. I reckon it was Matilda Carter as well. So just at the right spot at the right time. This is a beautiful corner. Beautiful corner. We watch it just float in. Here it is. Casey McWilliams gets ahead to it just at the back there. Carter, the right place, gets the kick, but the damage was caused there by McWilliam. All the Hellenic defenders went to her, and Carter was standing there by herself and put it at the back of the net. So the first goal at the 21-minute mark.
And it had to come because they were getting all the corners, they were getting all the possession up forward. They just didn't have players in the right position. But the previous two corners had just got all congested, and even then it was congested. But there was a person there to tap it in.
The first two corners probably went too far. And
yep.
Martin's under a bit of pressure here. Well done. Probably went a little bit too far. That one landed perfectly in the perfect spot where you want it, right in front of the goalkeeper.
So let's see if that can sting Hellenic into firing up in this game. Yeah, that pass didn't get through. It was intended for the player running down, but McCrillis got in the way and stopped it.
Free kick going the way to McWilliam here.
So McWilliams has gone down there a couple of times now, hasn't she?
Yeah, she started back. Now she's in the midfield. And, with the corners, she's definitely in there. But you'll see her work her way. I mean, she's that fit. She's got a good leg on her. That she'll just work her way up and down the pitch all game. You don't really know where she's playing, to be completely honest with you, because she's stopping goals and then she's trying to get goals. So she's a great player, Charlie, just watching her grow throughout the season.
No, and she doesn't just stand around. She's in motion all the time, isn't she? She's good to watch. There's some good play here by...
Joanne, that's her partner in crime usually up forward. They read each other so well. It was nearly a handball there. There was a shout out for handball. Oh, what's the ref called this one? So another free kick going the way of Mindil. So they've got another free kick. Just see, interesting who will take this. So McWilliam won't take it this time. She's going to go forward. They need to put it to the hot spot. Just watching on replay there was the free kick.
To the middle. 13 with the pushback is Cassie again. Doing it well. Back here to Bilius. Up the halfway. Kick forward there by Tegan McWilliam, the captain of the Aces.
Is it going to go in the box? Only just.
She was toying with the,
she was.
with the Middle Aces player.
But Hyde read that one well.
So, yes, the question's still being asked about Myatt, what her story is. So the pace here, you can see it by Tegan McWilliam. She worked herself in a good position for it.
Yeah, they're pretty lethal together, the McWilliam sisters. So it looks like she's going to take the throw in. Push down.
So here it is. Here so she had to go to the line, did Joanna McCrillis, and she did.
Yeah, that's experience. Good experience shown there. So lovely dry season weather now, isn't it? The sun's gone down, so it's beautiful weather for football.
And the temperature's dropped to a freezing 19.
Not yet. There's going to be a goalkeeper's kick by the looks of it. So just watch on replay there, that throw in, and came off McWilliam. Oh, no control there. Unfortunate for Hellenic. Probably just a little bit rusty at the moment. The last couple of minutes, unlike Hellenic.
Yeah, just...
Which is good because Mindil are pressing them and putting that pressure on them, Charlie. So they're pressing up and not giving Hellenic the space.
Yeah, they're working well. They're controlling the ball better. Bit of kick and hope, I think, from Hellenic under pressure. Came off a Mindil Aces player. So 1 goal only scored already by Mindil Aces, Matilda Carter. So 1-0 the lead here, 26 minutes gone in the match. So it's the top side Hellenic taking on the 3rd placed Mindil Aces, and they've beaten them twice this year, have Hellenic. So Mindil Aces would love to get one back here.
Yeah, we're already at round 14. Round 14. It seems like yesterday we started round 1, so it's been a really good competition.
Have you enjoyed doing the commentary on it, Tash?
Yeah, it's been really good, Charlie, and you know, the teams and the sportsmanship that's been shown out there is incredible, and the skills that we've seen through some of the young girls coming through, and both myself and Mina Young, Sophia McCrillos, so number 10 for Hellenic, keep an eye on her, because I think we're going to see things of her in the future. She won't be in this competition too long, I don't think.
Yeah, and they play in good spirit, don't they? They respect the game and they respect their opponents and each other and the officials and whatever. It's how sport should be.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything untoward yet in the whole competition, the games that I've been commentating anyway.
So just tried to get this down forward, but they couldn't because Sheena Stoll got in the way and stopped it all. She gave away.
See a bit of a wall down there so far in the game, down back there for the Aces.
Because they can shut the game up for a while now, can't they? Make it even more difficult for Hellenic.
You can pass the ball around, but I think a team with Hellenic's firepower, and of course we haven't seen Myatt yet, so she obviously will come on as a substitute at some stage, is young McCrillos.
It might be the master stroke, having her as a substitute.
Look at the footwork from her. She just keeps going and going, and she's got some fancy footwork, earns her team a corner. There's not much of her, but you just see you can tell she just loves the game, Charlie, and is learning every week, of course, and takes it all on. And just watch on replay here, just good footwork.
Yeah, that's
gets around one, then challenges the second, and in the end wins herself a corner.
And the corner's a pretty good one as well, right into the box. Here's a long-range shot.
Bit of pinball in there at the moment.
Yeah. So Mindil Aces are doing that a little better, I reckon, using each other. See that? I think there's about 3 passes there that found a teammate. This one didn't, but it's going to roll away.
So Joanna will come up and see Coombe give it to Joanna McCrillos. So good communication out there by the Aces. You can see them all pointing and talking to each other. That's a good throw as well. Beautiful throw by McCrillos. Alkidas there. Stall again, the wall comes through.
Chalakis was involved getting that down. I was just trying to see who it was, but it was Chalakis.
Oh, McCrillos gives away another one.
Down to the ground goes Zoe Courtney.
Yeah, loves use their body well.
In a gentle way.
Yeah.
Like a slow motion fall. Here it is in replay.
Just the leg gets in the way there. That's legal. So of course the free kick.
She just got under that and headed that beautifully, didn't she?
Oh, it's gotta hurt a little bit.
No,
I was never too keen on doing that too much myself, Charlie, when I played back in my day.
Well, we played together during the week, and we had a friendly, and I was scared someone was going to kick at me, and I had to head it. I said, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, and our so-called celebrity little challenge that we had, they put us on the same team, which I was very grateful for, but Mina and I were opposite. So before I even got out to the pitch, Charlie, Jerry Wood, the referee, was already giving me a yellow card, so that wasn't
You got a reputation, Tash.
Yeah, he's umpired me that many games in AFL football. I think it would be over 50, so he knows me very well over 20 years.
Well, I've got to say, I umpired you myself when you were a youngster, and
I think I was about 13.
Yeah, I think I offered you the whistle more than once.
Oh, good work, good communication there by Hellenic.
Good heading again. Game's just starting to get a little more switched on here.
Yeah, McCrillis, Sophia's looking dangerous. She wants the ball. She's demanding it. She's just not finding the right space. So you can see her running around. She's running to space, but the ball's not getting to her quite how she likes it, and usually how Hellenic deliver it. So,
Chalaka's getting it in.
Good shot. Jen Martin in the right place. She positions herself so well, Charlie.
So what's better? Is the long shot better than working the ball up where there's congestion and then trying to knock it in? I suppose they both can draw results, can't they?
It depends on what sort of power you've got in your kick. Some of the girls we've seen, the goalie will come out about 10 metres from the goal line there, and if you've got a powerful kick, you can get it over the top. The goalie's out too far. So we've seen some of those during the season where we've seen one from near halfway. So some of the girls with a real big, powerful kick can actually lob it over the top of the goalie. So the goalie has to play really smart, because if she comes up, she puts the strikers off when they sort of make a little bit of space, because she can get there. But then she's got to be careful that's not someone with a big kick, because they can lob it over the top. So, it's a position that you really need to tweak and train, and that's why I really feel sorry for the girls that they're down a goalie. So you've got to get in there. Away you go.
Yeah. Do you know she's doing? Beck Thomas doing fantastic work there out on this side, the grandstand side. But there is no one running on the inside for her, and she has to pass it off. Often
she's got a yellow because she's just with that challenge just there, Charlie. She's back-chatted the umpire, I think, the referee. Yeah, and now McCrillos, the captain, you can see just to the left of your screen, has gone and questioned the referee as well, but she's earned herself a yellow card. I don't think she was going to get one until she questioned the referee and showed him what she'd done.
Well, I reckon she was getting frustrated from pushing down there many, many times and not being able to get it to anyone.
There is a bit of frustration probably creeping in to Hellenic here, Charlie. So 1-0 with the score in the 21st minute mark by Carter. Against the Tide, they got it on their third corner, but they hadn't had the ball down there too much.
And that's because Joanna McCrillis has cut them off many, many times.
So we've got... That's a free kick. There's a bit of feeling getting into this game, Charlie. There's McCrillos. She's going to take the free kick. She's got a good kick on her.
She's had an outstanding match, I can tell you. That she's a thorn in the side of this team. Middle Ace, they can't get past her.
So that nearly the 34-minute mark of the first half. Round 14. So this will...
It's a good game too. It's an interesting game. Two good teams in battle. Neither of them will be happy not to win.
And Hellenic have won 11 games, Charlie, and Mindil Ace is 7. So Hellenic are on top of the ladder by 2 games. Casuarinas is in second. They've won 9. So there's 2 games clear between first and second, and then 4 games clear between Hellenic and Mindil.
Okay.
So that's how powerful that Hellenic have been. They've only had 1 loss and 1 draw for the season. So
and the Aces, of course, would love to close that gap down a bit. How many rounds do they play in a season?
I think it's 18.
18.
Yeah, I'll double check.
So they're at round 14.
Yeah, there's not too many left. I know the grand final's on the 11th of September. Just watching on replay there what that was.
I think Sophie McCrillis was involved in all of that. Now, the lights haven't really taken effect yet. The lights are on, but the sun's gone down, and sometimes you get to this sort of dark sort of time, don't you?
Yeah.
Until your eyes adjust to the lights. And at the moment,
that's
it's sort of halfway.
Through ball. There's Martin, shows her pace down that far wing.
Confronted by Carter, the goal scorer for Aces.
And again, just the pass through there, missed all her players. So just a few errors here, which is unlike Hellenic. Oh, here she goes. Love watching her play, Charlie. Here she goes.
She's got great pace.
She can have a crack, and too much power on that one. And look at it for her size, Charlie. That's why she's a bit of a pocket rocket as well, because she's got a lot of power.
What's the reaction after the kick? She's bitterly disappointed. What's this? She kicks it. She's the goal. She can see it open. She has a go. Now, if the camera stays on her.
She had the
there.
Yeah, she had the right idea. She was trying to lob it over the goalie because the goalie Martin was coming towards her. She had to get it over her. So Martin's positioning and the way that she was coming at Makrilos was what you want the goalie to do. So Makrilos was in 2 minds, had the right idea, but just had too much power on the kick.
So the goalkeeper comes out, works it through Matilda Carter. If you've just joined us, she was the one who scored the goal off a brilliant kick in from the corner for the middle Aces. About 20 minutes into this game. We've gone 36, nearly 37 minutes here. So about 8 minutes away from half time. Hellenic would love to level this score up by the half-time break. And they've had the opportunities, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, and just under 10 minutes left of this half. Let's watch on that replay. Back with the play, but
well, that was off a teammate. Of Zoe Courtney.
So we haven't seen,
rather of Beck Tom.
So we haven't seen too much of McWilliam. Let's see what she can do. She gets it on this left side, Charlie. This is the cross. That one probably didn't have enough legs on it, but well done by Highitch there, the goalkeeper for Hellenic.
Yeah, she couldn't fumble that. They were closing on. There were 3 Aces player coming at her.
When you're defending McWilliam, you just cannot give her any space on that left leg. She's got a good right leg as well, but that left leg is lethal.
So Mindil Aces with the throw in. Back through Mallard. They go backwards in order to go forwards.
Oh, nice touch. What they're going to call, I think that's offside. It is. She just found herself offside there, but that was a beautiful header through ball by the Aces.
Mustn't have been much in it.
You can see that it's probably about a metre, Charlie. Just didn't get her timing right there, unfortunately. That was Bates.
Working out here now through Mary Coombe to the middle.
Really, really attacking here, Mindil. They're really pushing Hellenic. I feel why they can feel that they've got them under pressure. They're really pushing and really pressing forward.
And Hellenic the same. They're thinking we'd love to get this score. Look back to level pegging at half time. They're lifting and they're attacking. They're responding around at the Aces.
I mean, and last week we've seen on the highlights reel at the start of the game, Hellenic played the Uppers last Friday in round 13. Here goes Makrilos. And it was 2-1 for the majority of the game, and they scored two goals really late in the game, Hellenic. They can score through nothing and within a couple of seconds. So they're still, as we nearly hit the 40-minute mark, so we've got 5 minutes left in the first half.
Tash, I was just watching Sophie Makrilos down there a short time ago when she was running with that ball, and she did a clever little back tap, run past it and then tapped it back.
She's renowned for it, Charlie, and this, I mean, she's a trickster. She's only very young. I think we worked out that she's not even 16 yet, or turning 16 soon. Herself and Coombe have come up to play Premier League for the first time this season. This is their first season in Premier League. And
back to Highitch.
The tricks that she displays is quite amazing. But I like the matchup they got on her with Joanne. She's a great defender as well, so they probably go.
Coombe to Beck Tom. And there's the through ball. But the pace of Joanne was just gave her the edge, didn't it?
That's Rochelle. She usually plays up forward as well, but they've given her a key position. We just watched the replay there. You can see her pace in front of Martin, and Martin's no slouch either. They've really got their matchups, I think. The aces, the coach has really got the matchups right, I think. So he's made a few changes, but the few changes have paid off. Especially these two, they're going hard at it. And the other Joanne's sister is on Sophia Makrilos, so they're just really good matchups the coach has come out with.
Yeah, there's two Joannes in there.
Yeah, they're sisters.
Rochelle and
Marinelli.
Marinelli, is it?
Yeah. I think they call her Mari.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I think so. Here's McWilliam, dangerous. So just needs to get the timing right. She's onside. She needs to put legs on. But look at Coombe. She's tiny, but she's a pocket rocket, Charlie.
Oh, she's just so quick.
She just put the after jets on and come from nowhere. And I mean, she's not tall or anything. So against someone like McWilliam, she's doing two to her strides, and she just goes. And Ellie Makrilos in the picture there, the captain.
Kara Bernard was in the clear for some time, but she just got to it, didn't she?
She's just amazes me.
High Ditch doing more down there defending than what Martin's doing at the other end, I think.
And it wasn't like that the first 10 minutes of the start of this game. So what Mindil need to do now, Charlie, is not shut down too much, but there's only just 2.5 minutes left in the first half. The last thing they want to do is allow Hellenic to get a goal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all that hard work that they've done in the first half. So just no lapse of concentration. They just need to shut down now.
Well, this next couple of minutes might give us a real idea where this game's going to go. That's a kick and hope. And it bounces away. The ball's going to come back to Middle Aces.
Well, we've had no injuries or anything like that, so I suspect it.
Marinelli Juan.
So this is good. Hellenic Mindil will be happy with this.
Yeah, Beck Tom just put it over the line again.
Yeah, they'll be happy with this. So it's just soaking up some of the clock before they get into half time.
Beck Tom was dominant back there until she said something to the ref and got a yellow card.
The yellow card.
And now she's sort of gone into her shell a bit.
But she's earned her team the throw-in. Joanna Makrilos, the throw-ins that she gives, Charlie, is just as good as a kick. Here she goes.
Look at her make some space.
Watch the footwork. Just that Love probably just tapped that one a little
Just
bit too far for herself and allowed the defender to get in there, but they'll get the ball back. They'll have a minute.
So there she goes. A little push through that bit. Just a bit too much. Gave Aces a chance to kick it away. Pressure stays on, though. Joanna Makrilos with the throw in.
Oh. Just a tanglement of legs there, nothing in that. Well, refereed.
Yes, they point the opposite way, don't they? The referees, they point the way the team's going is who's got the free kick. Whereas the AFL, they point the way the team came from.
That's right, yeah. So the temperature definitely has dropped now.
Well, it's not bitterly cold, but it's cool.
No, it's cool, that breeze that's coming through. Oh, nice shot.
Oh, it was dangerous.
Well done, Martin. Again, just read that one really well, Charlie.
She's had a good half, Julia Martin.
So that's half time now, Charlie.
Yep, it was a good half, wasn't it? And the lead with the team that was less fancied, Mindil Aces, up 1-0 at half time.
Yeah, good half. Welcome to the halftime segment here between Hellenic and Mindil, with Mindil leading 1-0. Probably a bit of an upset so far, Charlie, but Mindil are playing really, really well.
They are indeed. You know, the good work of Hellenic coming from Joanna McCrillis defensively is so good, and good play from Beck Tom. But, gee, when they got their chance, the Middle Aces, I think they had about 3 corners before they were able to get one, and then a beauty they got, and they knocked it in for a goal, and they've held on to that right through to the halftime break.
Yeah, Carter in the 21st minute mark, but we'll throw to the highlights between Casuarina and Port Darwin, round 13 last week.
Well, welcome Sunday afternoon. The young referee gets us underway. Now Kalakis puts one over the top, and there's Kathleen Raymond with a chance and puts it through, and does. You can hear the captain. The right hand moves in. A header from Hoffman, and then Jawio's got a boot to it. Going a run. Didn't come to anything on this occasion. Jubilee Weo now with an opportunity. The goal scorer takes a first time cross shot. It's going to fall and into the goal. Not much you can do about it. There goes the whistle. 2-1 to Casuarina on this Sunday afternoon.
And a 2-1 score to Casuarina against Port. That was a good game as well, and, you know, well done to both teams. But last Wednesday night we had a beautiful match for the NAIDOC celebrations. Of course, they were postponed by a couple of weeks because of the COVID lockdown in Darwin, but the NT Yuppers took on the Desert Roses, and it was a wonderful game, exhibition. And in the end, the Yuppers won, the Roses won 1-0, but beautiful game and beautiful concept, Charlie.
And I got a chance to talk to both those teams before they went out to play, and I talked to them about playing in the spirit of the game and, you know, looking after the reputation of this game.
Yep.
And you could have heard a pin drop in the room. They were so focused, and, you know, they went out and they just turned it on. It was fantastic to be a part of, I thought. Yeah,
they played with pride, but it was a beautiful game. Let's check out the highlights of that game.
We'll get underway. Here's Dylan. There's a ball that's gone across everybody. Nick Stefanidakis picks it up, turns it back inside to Mapadendre. Still in a dangerous place. They need to clear that line. There's a shot, and it came late. And it came from Parakos Coombe. Standing with the referee there. Hands behind his back. Like he's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Never could be me. So.
Another dangerous position. What have we got? It's low.
Oh my goodness, no one tracked him.
No, definitely.
Turner is so dangerous. That one free. You can see the ball come in. It wasn't the greatest of ball, but it just everyone was ball watching.
No ball watch.
And that's Turner. And Andre Profiti now with the ball. Dangerous player, this number 11. Lovely skills. That's a great ball in. That's Alex Turner going out to his doppelganger. That's the guy who plays, runs, and looks like him. That's Andrew Henson. A little bit different in terms of their hair tonight. I think one's had a cut.
And different numbers, right?
Yeah, that as well. Shot, and it's gone in. Deserved a penalty or an academy walk, one or the other.
Needed something. Lovely.
But he was in space. There was no one there. They probably thought, this is a chance. Penny put it away. Mark Casemiro, he never misses. And he collect this ball quickly. Luffertson puts one through to Buchanan on a run, and he's put it past. Ball still in play. Now goes the referee whistle up to his mouth. So that brings a close of 80 minutes of celebratory football here for NAIDOC week.
So the Desert Roses, of course, winners 1-0, but a beautiful game, like we said, Charlie, and really well played by both teams.
Yeah, and so good to be a part of it, I must say.
And the other NAIDOC showcase, of course, was the men's game. That was the NT Wawas taking on the Northern Knights. That was 5-1 to the Northern Knights. Unexpected win, big win there, but it was a brilliant game as well. Let's check out the highlights of that one.
hold it here. And yeah. With an absolutely spectacular sunset behind us. This is just so Darwin. It is a brilliant Saturday afternoon going into early evening. My name's Bruce Stalder. I've got Nick with me. Nick, I love the Greek lilt. How do you say your surname?
Theodorakopoulos.
Ah, lovely. Nick, now you're with the Hellenic Football Club. At the moment, you're 1-0 down against Mindil. Football and what it means to be a member of a club and also football in your family, because I know your brother Angelo. So how much is football part of your life?
We love sports. We love all sports, and soccer is the sport that we stuck with. And we love to be involved. We love to help people. We like to participate. We want to give our small piece in this game.
Yeah. You coach as well, don't you?
I coach, I ref, I help behind the scenes, my club, I goalkeeper, anything that is needed for the game to happen. And I'm really happy for that.
Yes, and we are too. Listen, I've got an idea. Why don't you answer to me in Greek, because I love hearing you guys speak your native tongue. Now, Nico, you've had, I guess, 10 years with the club. Your brother's been there longer and so on, and he's over at Uni Zurich at the moment. Football as little ones, was the football in the house?
Ναι. Ο μπαμπάς, η θεία, ο θείος μου ήταν my uncle. He was the one in the Olympic committee.
Okay.
So I'm the black sheep. It's soccer.
Yeah.
It's soccer. Playing soccer on the dirt, playing soccer in every type of surfaces, and we love that.
Now, tell me in Greek again, the Glenti Festival was a fantastic festival. It's all about celebrating Greek culture. I love going down there for the food and the entertainment and the music. But the thing I really notice about it is it's a really big family event. That family's so important to you guys.
Έχουμε πολύ μεγάλες οικογένειες. Έχω πολλά παιδιά. Το πνεύμα στο να καθόμαστε γύρω από ένα τραπέζι, στο να βάζουμε την προσπάθεια στο να μαγειρέψουμε και να το προσφέρουμε στους ανθρώπους που αγαπάμε, είναι κάτι που μπορούμε να το κάνουμε κάτι πάρα πολύ καλά.
Now, I always say that you guys gave us great philosophy, great democracy, but also Euroses. What's your favourite food? What does Mum make when it's one of those special occasions?
Είναι τα κλασικά. Μουστακάς, παστίτσιο, φασολάδα, μπορώ να πω. Αλλά μετά είναι και κάτι πολύ πολύ απλά, όπως μια σαλάτα, μια χωριάτικη σαλάτα ή τριφτή ντομάτα με φέτα, ρίγανη και λάδι. Κάτι πολύ απλό.
And I know your brother likes the sweets as well. He likes the cakes.
Δεν είναι μόνο ο αδελφός μου, είναι και εγώ. Είμαι και εγώ.
Nico, it's so good. Just hang on for a second. We'll just say goodbye. But this is NITV, also on the SBS Digital. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for talking your native tongue as well. My name's Bruce Stalder. Half-time in this really, really good game of Women's Premier League football. Mindil Aces, unexpectedly, have a 1-0 advantage over your side, Hellenic. Let's see what the next 45 minutes bring.
Well, welcome back. Second half about to get underway here, and we see that change that we've been talking about earlier on with the leading goal scorer, Rihanna Mayat, wearing number 7 on for Hellenic.
Yeah, Charlie, that's going to make a big, big difference. And, of course, she's got 17 goals for the season. You'll see her pace and her dominance out in that far wing, out forward striking position. So just looking to see who's come off. So there's been a few changes by the looks of things. So Sophia Makrilos has moved into the midfield.
There's Makrilos. Sophia Makrilos for Hellenic. Wonder how long it'll take for Rihanna Myatt to get her foot on the ball here.
Yeah, she's very fast. You'll see her number 7 right at the back there in the blue.
And I watched the two coaches talking to these two teams during the break, and they were both animated. So there's plenty riding on this.
It is, Charlie, and like everyone's probably expected, it's a bit of an upset so far. We've got, of course, another half to go, and Hellenic have the firepower to get the goals on the board. But I just like the way that the Aces have gone about in the first half. In the first 5 to 10 minutes, they were probably on the back foot a little bit.
Yeah.
And Hellenic were really pushing forward. And, you know, really, if you look back at it, the time spent in the forward half for Hellenic probably was about 60%. But Mindil made the most of their opportunities, of course, once they got the corners. You see there's the two at it. So McWilliam against Myatt. Myatt looks a bit sore there, and she's only just come on as well. So
that looked strangely like a back problem.
So we'll keep an eye on that. That could be a possibility why she's started as a sub tonight, and then has come on, so might be carrying a bit of a niggle.
Tash, you know, it's interesting when you look back over that first half and you look at the good players in the teams. You'd look at Hellenic and think, well, you know, Joanna Makrilos and Beck Tom were outstanding in that first half.
Yep.
And despite that, Middle Aces still was able to score the goal and hold that lead up until the break. But
from the corner, of course, Charlie, so every sort of avenue they've tried to go forward in general play has been cut off by Tom and Joanna Makrilos. So it did come from their third corner, of course, that Carter got that goal. So, you know, it was just that they took the most of their opportunities when they had it. But in general field play, when they're going forward, they are being cut off. So we haven't seen too much, you know, connection up forward yet for Mindil, but what they're doing is they're pressing and they're putting a lot of pressure on Hellenic and just shutting down the space that Hellenic's probably used to.
There's something about relentless pressure, doesn't it? I mean,
it doesn't matter in any sport, Charlie.
Yeah,
any sport.
Eventually it can cause the break.
Yep. And if you're on song as a team and putting that pressure on at every opportunity, the opposition can't find the break in it, and they'll start looking for the break, and in the end they'll start getting frustrated because they can't get through. And we've seen a little bit of that creep in for Hellenic.
Yeah, we did.
And you see Myatt's given away another free kick. So she thought it was going the way of Hellenic, but it's McWilliam. She's got a good kick. Thought that was a handball, but he lets it play on. Oh. And this is probably the bit where they're breaking down a little bit, Charlie, the Mindil Aces. They sort of kick the ball forward and hope.
Yeah, they can put together 2 or 3 passes, I think.
Oh, well done, Joanne. That's and she's on the X factor for Hellenic in Myatt, so she played that very well.
They would know, wouldn't they, this team, that Myatt was going to come out and someone's going to have the job on her.
Oh, yeah.
To keep an eye on her.
Yep. And she swapped places with Makrilos, so of course Joanne was on Sophia Makrilos to start with, so Makrilos has gone into the midfield.
See, this is beautiful build-up. They were great passes. They've got a chance here on the run.
Oh. So their real opportunity, Charlie, there, Hellenic, for a while. So we've seen a few opportunities. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Good camera work there. The red moon. We've seen that a couple of weeks ago. I actually got a lot of comments saying that the camera shot by the cameraman was great.
It's beautiful, moon.
It's that close, it's like you can touch it, Charlie. It's right in front of us, just in front of the field.
I don't know how they ever called it cheese. It doesn't look anything like cheese.
No.
Looks somewhere like a tomato or something. The deep red is beautiful. A red moon. So half-time this score was Middle Aces 1, leading Hellenic 0. But we've got 42 minutes left in this game, so anything can happen. The favourites under pressure and trailing. Little push forward there by Gemma Martin. Oh, that pass went directly to Tegan McWilliam.
A bit of an ankle killer, and that's copped her face along the way there. Good body work there as well. So Price has come on as well for Hellenic in number 15.
Some work for Billius to do back here, but she left it for the goalkeeper who kicked it up over halfway.
And they'll let that one run out. They'll do the quick throw in here if they're, yep, they do.
I like how they just can judge that sideline and just keep it like a few millimetres inside the field of play.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much like footy. The whole ball's got to be over, so that's a free kick going the way of Hellenic here. So they've started this second half, Charlie, really pressing the Aces. So another opportunity here.
I think this is Daphne Chalakos.
Young McCrillos just outbodied there by McWilliam. But again, see, they're just pressing.
Yeah. Other team leaning up, warming up there in the background. Ball went amongst them.
Yeah, I think that's Olympic. They play the next game in the Men's Premier League. It's a good showcase on a Friday night and a Saturday night.
So it's a corner.
Football here, so young McCrillos by the looks of it. Oh, beautiful corner. That's a beautiful corner. And well taken by Martin there. Under enormous pressure. That was a beautiful ball by McCrillos. It almost went in itself, Charlie.
Yeah.
He didn't need anyone to help it in. Martin was awake to it. And
she was exceptional, wasn't she?
yeah, on the second grab, she grabbed it. So well done. But they definitely started with a lot more intensity in the second half. Oh, they're dangerous. She needs to work her way back to the goal now. Oh.
Still onside here.
That's the danger what I spoke about, the goalie coming up, Charlie. If there's a missed kick,
yeah,
the goals are open.
Caught out of position.
Yeah. Mindil just weren't awake to that then. They needed to really tap it on to someone that could have a clear big kick.
Gemma Martin gave it off to Marinelle Juan for Mindil.
Oh, there's Myatt. Just watch her speed. She's got a good leg on her as well. Goes out wide, so he's seen the runner. That's Price. Good kick across too.
Good setup.
So Chalakis back to Price. Price couldn't connect that one. But still in the box. Price again ricochets, and in the end Martin takes it. They had a few attempts there, Charlie. Price had a few air swings, and in the end she couldn't get the power that she wanted on it. And
Anita Price, they have lifted, haven't they? There's no doubt about that. The favourites.
yeah, I reckon they would have got a bit of a rev up by their coach at half time, Charlie.
Matt Heidich, is that their coach? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is, yep. So quick throw. I like it when they do this.
Another McCrillos involved in that. Lisa with that throw. Kick over halfway.
He goes back now.
Maria Billius.
She wants to make sure of this kick this time. She does.
Chalakis. Over halfway.
Price puts it forward now. She knows she's got speed up forward, Charlie, so that's a good kick to put through. Oh, Myatt's there.
She closed quickly.
She's got to quickly get herself onside. Now she does. And McCrillos with that big leg that she has. Powerful leg.
She boomed at it.
Yeah, she did. You can see her as well if it was on target. But she had the right idea. And that's what I said about some of the players with a real powerful kick. They can have a shot from quite far out, Charlie, and catch the goalie off guard.
So I think this is going to be Matilda Carter with the kick. Scored that goal that put her team in front.
Oh, good work there by Bates. And again, body on body there. Ooh.
Give the goalie some work to do in a vacant paddock.
Yeah, Bates will put the pressure on. She can't take this back in the box. She doesn't. But look at this. They just need to kick it in now. And she was offside. So she needed to stay out of the play of that ball, Charlie. Probably let her teammate come through.
Yeah.
But there again, just a second time, the goalkeeper was way out of goals there.
It's risky strategy.
So the player that got the first touch there, Mallard, probably needed to have the shot, just all or nothing in that shot. In the end, she sort of passed it, but her teammate was off. Here's Mallard again, so she needs to cross it. The goalie's out. She's still... Oh, well done, Makrilos. Saves a day. Oh, saves a day, and that's a card straight away, Charlie.
Wow.
That's a dangerous tackle, and she's been given a yellow.
Name goes in the book.
So that's the second yellow card tonight to Hellenic. And this is within scoring range for McWilliam, Charlie. And she's got the left, the lethal left.
She's certainly thinking about it.
Oh, she's got the power, she's got the distance. It's just if she can get the timing right. I'll probably give her the commentator's curse line you, and she'll probably spray it. You can see the wall. You're just off screen, the wall there. She puts it to the hot spot. She didn't have a crack that time. She put it to the hot spot, but they didn't get there in time, McWilliam. Now it can open up here for Hellenic. They've got the speed. Oh, look at that speed by Makrilos. She's got Myatt there. What does she do? Oh. So again, she had 2 on her, Myatt.
Push forward there by Beck Tom, starting to get involved. Myatt's going to be handy.
They're trying to go to her at every opportunity, Charlie, but Mindil aces are surrounding her. Yeah. It's not letting her get the space. Makrilos nearly gets through. And
like eight players.
Yeah, they're all surrounding like a circle, try and get the ball in or out. Oh, well done. That's kept in by Myatt. There's her foot, Charlie. That's the power she has.
Yeah, big lefty.
So that's her corner. So Myatt.
Now, will Myatt come down? Oh, she'll kick.
No, she'll
take the corner.
Yeah, she'll take the corner. But the power that she's got, that left foot as well, just like McWilliam, but just dangerous. So just watch. I reckon she'll take this one with her right. She does. Look at that. That's her right leg, Charlie. So she's left and right.
Yeah, gosh.
With power, mind you, as well. Dangerous. Here's Krilos. Oh, that's a fair tackle. Ref lets that go. That was just a good challenge between both players. And the security guard just happens to be over there. He's the ball boy. So Myatt's going to throw this in. With young Makrilos.
Sophie Makrilos, that was, working for that.
Yeah, they've really, really bought the challenge now, Hellenic.
Yeah,
Charlie,
Hellenic, we're putting the pressure on.
It hasn't really got past the forward half in the last 5 minutes. We're just under 60 minutes gone.
So Anna Makrilos here now. The throw in. Who'd she be looking for out there? Who else? Back over the sideline again. So she'll repeat it all again. There's Tom. There's Zoe Courtney, the 2 number 8s, following each other around.
She's got a big throw as well. There we go. Gets it right over the top. It's in the box. Price. Myatt.
Myatt with a... Oh, no, just went a little too far.
I think she was looking for Talakis then, Charlie. Oh, Martin with a good touch and offside.
Talakis has had a reasonable game, hasn't she?
Yeah, consistent, Charlie. She's very consistent. So I've found in the games that we've called with Hellenic. Always does her job.
It's funny when you see a team where you've got a player that's so dominant as Myad is. She comes on and then everything just sort of revolves around her.
Yeah, revolves around her.
And she creates the play and creates opportunities.
She demands the ball, but not only in attack, Charlie, but if you watch her in defence as well, she puts the pressure on. She's never out of the play.
Yeah.
And you always know the good players because they work both ways. So, you know, not just attack. They'll defend as well. And you'll see her put the pressure on the defenders, and she wins the ball back 9 times out of 10 for her team.
And she just draws the play, doesn't it? Because people go to her because they know what she's capable of doing.
And then what that does, if you're smart enough, the opposition, you sort of then the opposition sort of target her. So you've got other players free. So they've got 4 against 1 now. So well done, the one. Yeah, actually, Bates that was. Just the speed. These two will go at it. Look, there's another push in the back by McCrillos. Those two will go at it all night, Charlie. They're the similar sort of player, and they'll give the push and shove, but they'll give it. Oh, and that's another yellow card. So
is there a limit to how many the team can accumulate?
No, I don't.
No.
But once you get the second yellow, it's a red, so you're off. So you've got Tom McCrillos and that's Ellie McCrillos and Joanna McCrillos with the yellows
yellow
so
cards.
far. Yep. And even in any future games, if they get another yellow, Charlie, that then becomes a red.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So this is dangerous. The goalkeeper's out. She's very confident, High Ditch, but she's probably saved her team a couple of times, Charlie, by coming out.
Yeah, indeed she has. Indeed she has. There's those 2 number 8s. They're in good battle, Beck Tom and Zoe Courtney. Good match. Here's McWilliam. He's across the face. Chased down there by Mallard. Stolen off her by Daphne Chalakos. Picks up over halfway.
So as much as Hellenic's been dominating so far in the second half, Mindil have actually defended it really well.
Yeah.
So she's picked up the ball from the sideline when it was the other ball. So ref was awake to that one. Brings it back. Yeah, watch the space, Charlie.
That's Price.
Oh, fumble. Martin did well to get back then, but Mine, again, just creates it out of nothing.
Yeah. They're hanging on, though, aren't they, here, Mindil? You feel if a goal's going to be scored, it'll probably be from
Hellenic. Yeah, yep.
Ellie McCrillos.
I feel when they have the ball, they're probably panicking a little bit. Here they go again. Look, these two at it again. The 2 number 13s. McCrillos just needs to be, Ellie, that is the captain, just needs to be a little bit careful now because she's on the yellow card. Oh, good ball.
Good ball, yeah. Kick forward there by Mallard.
No one there, but the goalie's come out again. She needs to go to safety. She does. I think this is the most I've seen a goalkeeper run in any of the games I've commentated so far this season, Charlie.
Would it be an instruction? Because it's working.
It is working, but I don't think I don't think she would have expected to have to do this much running, to be completely honest with you. But good communication by the Hellenic goalie and her...
Yeah, teammates.
Yeah, by her backline.
But there's an element of high risk in it, isn't it? Because you're counting on
there is
not getting clear. They get clear around you.
And if there is a miss kick or a mishap, your goals are right open, so... Price is just getting a little bit frustrated there. She's signalling to the referee she's not happy with the body work from the throw-in. She's just having another chat to him now. So he's just explaining, just off camera, just explaining that she's working her way back into her opponent. So that's why Price thinks she's getting a push in the back.
Yeah, it's actually her going backwards into it, isn't it?
So good refereeing. There's the bench there for Mindil.
So we've ticked past 65, nearly 66 minutes. And we've seen a resurgent Hellenic come out.
Dangerous here. Through. So here's Bates. What does she do? Oh, good work. Well defended there by Hellenic. I reckon that's Hellenic's ball.
Well, that was a good pass back because it got to Tom. She had about 3 Middle Aces players around her.
Didn't pick up who that Hellenic player was that got across there in front of Bates. Here's Price.
Price.
Yeah, Price. Good throw as well. Look at the distance she got with that. Oh, dangerous. Myatt. She's got the speed. They need to get in front of her. They do. Joanne does. Well done.
It took 2 of them, though. She was...
But she's going to win it back. No. Makrilos will butt. Oh, well done, Stall. There's the wall. The wall for the Aces back there. They're scrambling in defence at the moment, the Aces, Charlie, but it's working.
So here we are. Some work to be done. Kick forward by Lisa Makrilos. Long kick. Goalie come out and pumped it away. Hard running at the ball. She's going to win it. So they'll be looking for Myatt for sure. Good work, Aces. They're having trouble clearing the danger area, though.
Oh, they're on. They're on, Charlie. Oh, just a bit of a nothing kick there by Mallet, I think that was.
All credit
Mallard.
all credit to Maria Biliasa. She ran back there to get herself in position, didn't she?
Because there was 4 on there. They had out wide. They had the far wing as well, but got her hands on hedge. A bit disappointed with that. The whistle that you can hear is from the pitch behind us. So we've got a player down. So just off camera as we're watching Joanne with the ball. So that Stall just helped up. She looks a bit worse for wear. So
her wrist maybe?
Looks like she's coming off. So there's going to be a substitute. Just keep an eye on the players. They're going to miss her, Charlie, because she's...
No, she's definitely got a limp, hasn't she? So maybe it's an ankle.
They'll miss her. She's been a wall back there for them. So I think they'll just check and see how she is. No. So number 6 is coming on. Sturm.
Aluna, is it?
Yeah. Aluna Storm. So she's coming, but just so that means that they're going to have to make a few positional changes now. So again, Cassie McWilliams moved back. Crystal was the sweeper back there in front of the goalie, doing a great job as well. So let's see if this makes a difference now, Charlie.
Tegan McWilliam. Dispossessed. Running forward, some good work there by Sophie Makrilos.
Oh,
Elena Storm.
Oh, she's already got a yellow card. No, and see, great sportsmanship, Charlie.
Yeah.
Said sorry, shook their hand, and get on with it. There was no malice in it. It wasn't deliberate.
She didn't draw a yellow card, though.
No.
It was on the cards.
Luckily, because she's already got a yellow. Oh, it's out wide here for Bates. Bates kicks it over the top. It's going to bounce in. It's a goal. A good goal work there. So Bates has her first of the night. The 70-minute mark, Charlie. They've got their second. And in the end, just watching on replay, McWilliam, the header from Hellenic player. And then at the back, Bates, look at the kick. She knew she had to get the kick over the top of the goalie. Oh, this will be a beautiful angle. Oh, beautiful touch. That was a beautiful touch of the football. Hits the back of the net, and not much that Hightitch could do about that one, Charlie, as a goalie.
Well, the one-goal lead has doubled in that moment of magic there we saw. Fantastic from the Mindil Aces, who said, and you know, I just wondering, all the sport that's being played around Australia, there's no such thing as being an underdog anymore.
No.
It doesn't mean anything, really, does it?
No.
You could win from anywhere, and we saw that. We see it in the AFL and the NRL and all the different sports that are played.
You know, it just, and come finals time, that's why when they say once finals comes, it doesn't matter where you finish on the ladder.
Yeah,
anyone can win
a
it.
Chance.
Yeah. As long as you make the finals, who cares how many games win and loss leading into there? As long as you make it, you give yourself every chance.
Do you get depressed when your team doesn't?
Yeah, as a player, I would. As a supporter, I've shut off from AFL this season, as you would know, because Collingwood are probably doing the worst I've ever done for a long time. Oh, McWilliam, that's in the box, Charlie. That's going to be...
Is that a penalty?
Is that in the box? I can't see because of the light out there. That's a card, so that's another yellow. Just watch.
Let's have a look.
Just watch where that box line is. It's just outside, so it's not a penalty shot.
Oh. Gee.
Oh, that was by centimetres, Charlie. Otherwise, that would have been penalty shot on goal. So I think that was that Lisa Makrilos that got the yellow? So I
think so. There
she's found herself. No, that's Martin there.
Gemma Martin.
So here's McWilliam. What does she do this time? Put it to the hot spot, or will she have a crack herself?
Well, she can put this game to bed if she can put it in from there.
Hot spot.
And the kick out comes. All of that resulted in nothing.
So we've got...
Rolls away. So we tick past 72, nearly 73 minutes.
Just watch on replay there. Probably just didn't get... I reckon she was with the left as well then, Charlie. I think she should have had a crack on goals with that.
Yeah. Lisa Makrilos got to it, didn't she? Cleared it out.
She was close enough to it, and someone with her talent and the power in her leg definitely have a crack.
That was path with some authority, wasn't it? Off to Chilakos.
Yeah, they got to pull all triggers now, Charlie. Hellenic.
Football's such an incredible game. You could be down by 2, but you score 1 and you're back in the game.
Yeah.
You're absolutely back in it.
Oh, so Price just shoulders Joanne out the way. Nothing from the linesman. You could hear the crowd. They weren't happy with it. So the ref looked at his linesman, but play on call was given. There's Myatt on screen.
But, you know, if you're leading 2-0, the opposition thinks, well, you just get 1 and we're back in it, whereas the team that's leading 2-0 says you get 1 more and the game's over.
Yeah,
they're not going to be able to close it. 3-0 is nearly impossible to chase down, isn't it?
It is, but I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. So anything's possible. I mean, 90 minutes. You know, we've still got a lot of time. Don't think there'll be, unless there's a major injury that comes up, there'll be no extra time.
So big night here for Middle Aces so far. They won't want to surrender their position up 2-0 against the flag favourites. Hellenic, who've had such a great season. Would you say 1 loss and 1 draw?
Yeah, 1 loss and 1 draw so far for the season. And Port are sitting on 7 wins. I don't think they've had a draw so far this season. Yes.
Now, the Myatt experiment hasn't resulted in goals yet, but it has swung the game a little bit back towards.
It has, and it's given them more opportunities. Price is just down off the camera there with some cramp. Williams back there.
But so they've sort of gained the ascendancy, but then they coughed up that goal against the...
So what I love with Maya is that she must be some sort of trainer, Charlie, or a physio or something, because there's been a few times where players have been injured, and she's actually from the opposition, mind you, and she's the first person to go over there and treat them. So
okay, that's exactly, she's doing her teammate now.
Yeah. Now, if that was me, I would have gave a little bit of a push and told her to get up. So she is qualified, and last week against the Yuppers, one of the young Yuppers players was down, and she was the first one to get over there and help her out, which is, it's great to see.
Well, I'm not suggesting the injury wasn't serious, but
no,
it looked like the work done on it was even...
was more, yeah, it's...
was just as painful.
There's one thing I didn't... Oh, this is Bates's... So the goalie's got to come. She's got to head it, but now she's got to get back.
Oh, that needed the ball to be kicked straight in.
And a couple of times they haven't been awake to that, Charlie, the aces, is that the goalie's that far out that any sort of kick and hope,
yeah,
it gives you an opportunity, gives you some sort of chance.
Poke it in somehow. But defensively, they've been good, Mindil aces. Every time Hellenic have gone down there and looked dangerous, they've been equal to the task.
They have. They really got their matchups right tonight. Stoll's come off, and she's been a wall back down there. So you just watch on replay there. That one goes out. William absolutely boots that. You can't even see it on screen. So Krillos will get that throw in. It's just the usual one touches and the ball skills and control of Hellenic probably hasn't been at its best tonight, Charlie.
No, there's bilious this time.
And that's probably what's not helping the strikers. So even Mayat, for example. So I think, we're just under the 80-minute mark. If they need to pull the trigger, maybe make a few changes, which here comes a sub now. So I think Hellenic have probably realised that the structures they've got, you can see their coach and their assistant coach on the sideline are having a bit of a chat. So I reckon they're going to make a few moves, to be honest, Charlie.
Yeah, because we thought the master stroke might be Mayat, but it didn't quite work. And so now they're thinking, well, we've got to try something else, because if we leave it as it is, it's going to finish up 2-0 against us.
So Maya again has the shot, but just didn't have the space and the power behind it that we're used to seeing from Maya.
I think it's is it Mosca Papadakis who's going to come on for Hellenic.
Here's Maya again, so back inside. She's open now with the left, and again Martin in the right spot.
She's a treat to watch, isn't she?
You could, Maya, you could almost give best on grounds award to Martin at this stage, the goalie for the Aces.
So Papadakis waits along the boundary, or on the sideline rather.
Krillos goes in hard, doesn't take a backward step. The captain out there for Hellenic. Here's Maya. Did she keep it in? She couldn't. And here's the substitute now. So who are they going to bring off? Be interesting to see. They're calling Joe. So Joanna McCrillos. She goes off the far side.
There's Papadakis waiting to go on, so she goes on.
Yeah, so McCrillos has gone off the far side, so you're allowed to let somebody go off the far side there. She probably been one of their best players tonight, Charlie, but I think they've probably put on a striker.
Yeah. So what do we know about Mosca Papadakis?
So she's gone into the striker's position, so they're looking for speed up forward. So McCrillos, the defenders come off, so they've probably gone with the idea that we need as many strikers on there as we can, because we need goals. We don't need to defend, we need to get them. Oh, the perfect position here. This is going to go out to the sub that's just come on. Good slide.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get it away.
Great slide tackle by Joanne Butt. And the other Joanne sister, they're everywhere in the box trying to defend for the Aces.
That was good work, the Aces. They were under fearful pressure and they responded magnificently.
You know, and Joanna McCrillis, I thought she was one of the better players for Hellenic tonight as well, that's just come off. She was last week and got substituted off. She didn't look too happy last week when she got called off.
Well, I mean, I thought she was terrific.
Yeah, so
most of this match, she's doing the long walk. She's come from way over on the other side, right back behind the goal. She's still not back here to where the change room is.
Oh, good cross by Maya. Ellie McCrillis will get there first. She can go back to Chalaka. She doesn't. He's taking him on. She knows that they're running out of time. Less than 10 minutes. Here's Myatt again. Look at this cross. Just too much power that time across.
That's a big kick.
She has so much power, and last week, sure she played the full game, so for her not to play a full game tonight, Charlie, is either that she's got a niggling injury, because it could have cost them a goal, maybe, not playing the first half, when they were a bit dominant to start with in the first 10-15 minutes of the game.
But she's not playing as though she's carrying an injury. I mean, when she came on, she was straight into the game. She's been into it more than any player in this 20 minutes, hasn't she?
Yeah, and she's demanding the ball at every opportunity. Here's McCrillos, gets through one-on-one with the goalie and hits the ball. Oh!
Big moment.
And that's gone against Myatt. Just the kick was too high. The foot. Look at this, Charlie. Beautiful.
Oh, there was a great kick and all. Hit the outside of the post. If it had gone across a tiny little bit, it would have went inside the post.
But you know why it didn't go a tiny bit across? Because Martin got in the perfect position, cut off the angle, and had to make McCrillos kick it a bit wider.
Yeah.
If she wasn't in the position she was, she could have got a little bit. Yeah. But that's how dangerous young McCrillos is.
Myatt again, feeds it in. Hellenic looking for some respite. Want to get up this other end.
Yeah, they're giving everything here, Hellenic now.
Oh, good grab by that person standing there. Raiders back, Tom. There she is. Pokes it through. Just in front of Papadakis, who just came on. Rolls away from her down towards that line.
Oh, what's that going to be? It's a corner.
It is a corner.
For Hellenic. About 7 minutes left.
So Sophie McCrillis.
Now, remember, she nearly got the goal from the corner kick last time.
That's right, she almost did. It almost went in. Let's see what she can do. She's put it in close.
Yeah, she's gone the short option this time. All Price is perfect, and straight again, Martin in the right place.
They are hanging on for dear life. There's no doubt about it. Mindil Aces. They've worked themselves in a position where they can win this match, and they're not going to give up without a fight. Certainly, Hellenic.
Look at Myatt. Now she's through. Charlie left. Oh, just over the top. They are just hammering those goals at the moment, Charlie, but it's just not going in.
Myatt's thinking, how many chances do I have to have?
And Martin, they're looking for the ball. There's one that's coming in now. Look at that. Oh, that was a good turn by Myatt as well to get the shot off.
And she can go with either foot, can't she?
Yeah.
It makes her so dangerous.
She's dominant with both sides. All right, Mindil want to make a change. The ref hasn't heard from the sideline, so play will continue. So there's another stop and play.
So there'll be talk of the town tonight. Mindil Aces if they can snatch a 2-0 win here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And I reckon they'll have a bit of a quiet celebration.
They're just pumping away.
Oh, that one goes across the face.
That's probably I reckon that's probably the 4th or 5th shot, isn't it, that Myatt's had that?
In about 3 minutes, mind you, Charlie. That just goes to show how quickly they can score. But, you know, sometimes in a game, Charlie, sometimes you just have a rough night and the ball just doesn't bounce your way. Things do not go your way. Yeah. I've experienced it many times in my various sports that I've played during my career, and just some nights it's not on.
Doesn't matter what you do. Little things work against you, and then at some point at the end of the season it'll level out, of course.
Yeah.
At the end of the season you have the night where things do work. And
of course you always want to have one of those games when it's not a final or a grand final. You'd rather have it during the round games.
So clearing kick. Of course, the danger too is with Hellenic doing all this attacking. If they can break through Mindil Aces and go that other end, they could make this a 3-0 scoreline.
Yeah, I think they've just about. Oh, they've got Makrilos down behind play here, just in front of our commentary setup here in the grandstand. Good crowd tonight as well, Charlie. You can hear the crowd getting right involved.
Ellie Makrilos, there she is, number 13. Down for a while, but she's all right.
I think, to be completely honest with you, Charlie, I think Mindil have shut down the scoring. I think they're just holding on now.
They're going to defend.
They're just going to defend. I think they're happy with the 2 goals they've got. Look at Myatt. There she's through with McWilliam. Goes back in. Martin. And it's through. It's in, Charlie. Martin gets the goal for Hellenic. There's still time left. Not long, mind you. They need to hurry up and get the ball. Mindil are trying to hold it up. Hellenic are going to run. So that was scored at the 87-minute mark.
So that's the 10th goal for the season for Gemma Martin.
So they're waiting now, Hellenic. Mindil are hoping the clock's going to go first. So not much Martin could do in goal. Martin got the goal. Martin was trying to defend it. So they're going to try and use up this clock, I reckon, Mindil. That's why they've gone for the kick as far as they can.
So I can't see Hellenic winning it, but I see them drawing it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a possibility of them getting 2 goals in this time, but
they can snatch a draw out of it, and that would be.
Mindil just can't lose their cool. They've got to stay calm and just keep possession of the ball. So this will help, because there's not going to be extra time. There's been no injuries, and there's really been, if there is extra time, there's not going to be much at all.
No, we're 88-20.
So McWilliam.
It's a couple of minutes left at most.
But the late girl Myatt's got a field in front of her, and she's fast. So already she's past halfway.
So she's a sight to watch, isn't she?
Puts it through. Makrilos is fast as well. Then William comes over, and the ball goes over. So just the defending. So there's another ball. That's all we've seen is balls go missing tonight.
So 2-1, 80. We've ticked past 89 minutes, so maybe a minute and a bit left.
So the free kick is going to McWilliam there, so probably lucky. Otherwise, Hellenic would have had the throw in.
So it gets to the goalkeeper. Oh, she's overrun. She's in trouble. She's down.
And I think, and see, here's the sportsmanship here. Just the pat on the back. Sorry, within the play.
Yeah.
You know, no harm or malice intended, but well done again. Heidi to come out. She had to come out, but in the end, it's earned the Mindil Aces a corner. So I reckon this will just about be it, Charlie. Oh no, they've got +2 over there on the scoreboard.
Plus,
so that means 2 minutes of extra time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, everyone. This could go anywhere. Not this kick, this result. But here's the kick. Now you can see the red timer there counting down those 2 minutes.
Oh, dangerous, dangerous. Especially if it gets into open play now here for Hellenic. Tom clears it, so this will be good for the Aces. You can hear the crowd yelling out to them as well, 2 minutes.
And that the players can't see that counting down clock, can they?
No, they can't.
We can see it on our screen.
Yeah, and on the scoreboard, they don't count it down, so it just stops at 90 plus a 2. So you got no idea how long's left.
So you've got to be precise here now.
Oh, and that's another card, Charlie. So Price and McWilliam, she's been taken out about 6 times tonight.
She's been good. She's had a fantastic game, Cassie McWilliam.
So that's the 6th. No,
Watch
1,
it here.
2, 3, 4. That's the 5th player to get a yellow card tonight. Yeah, that's
It's fairly blatant.
yeah, that one.
1.5 yellow cards, maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 players sitting on yellow cards for next week's game, mind you, Charlie. So a bit nervous time for the coach, I'd say.
And that stays with you for the season, you were saying?
Not for the season. I think it
just the
stays
next
with you
match.
for a couple of games. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it takes unfair play out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you watch the Olympics, Charlie, the Australian team is probably the team that gets carded the most because they think we play too rough compared to the other. And you'll see that there's just a number of players that pick up yellow cards after yellow cards.
They're doing okay too, the Matildas.
Yeah, and the Socceroos, they beat Argentina.
No one expected
Well,
that.
how does that? And Argentina have won the last 2 gold medals, so that's got to be a good thing for the Aussies.
Yeah. So it's 2 minutes on the clock.
There we go.
There it is.
Full
They've got
time.
there. They held on for dear life, did the Mindil Aces. Up 1-0 at half-time, and they win this encounter. 2-1, fabulous second half there by Hellenic to try desperately to get back in the match. Didn't quite get there.
No, they couldn't, Charlie, and great game, and was glad to be here to help commentate it, and, of course, the A-team back together.
Yeah, lovely working together. Good on you, Tash.